Hey all. Our objectives for today will be to 1. Identify the main rules of writing a narrative essay. 2. Create a chart for outlining the narrative essay. 3. Write a well-organized narrative essay on encountering a famous scientist from the ancient times. First, what is a narrative essay? A narrative essay is an essay that includes a story. This story is narrated for serving the thesis of the essay. Essay or story. How does the narrative essay differ from the story? A story aims at telling a story, while a narrative essay aims at delivering an idea or a moral lesson through a story. The story serves a thesis statement. In a story, events are put in chronological order of time. However, in a narrative essay, events are not organized chronologically. The story does not involve author's opinion, whereas narrative essay involves author's opinion. A story does not have a definite criteria to be written with. Yet, the narrative essay is written in an essay form. What are the components of a narrative essay? Introduction. General statement where you can define the topic you are going to be talking about. A less general statement where you have to identify your story characters and settings. A thesis statement. You have to add the sentence that summarizes your aim at writing this story. Each body. Each body paragraph includes an important event in serving of the thesis statement added. You can add as many paragraphs as needed according to the importance of the event added. Note: you have to add your opinion to each important event mentioned. Conclusion. The conclusion is open just like the conclusion in a narrative essay. You can 1. Restate the thesis statement. 2. Add your opinion. 3. Record your hopes or wishes regarding the concept you are talking about. Note: don't include any event in the conclusion. Events should end in the body paragraphs. What about outlining? When outlining the narrative essay, you don't need the narrative essay outline form. There is another graphic organizer to be filled which includes the elements of the story. General notes. 1. When you write a narrative essay, put in mind that it's not a story at all. 2. Your main purpose of writing the essay is to deliver a message, a moral lesson, an idea on certain topic. 3. Most of the time, the author is a character in the narrative essay, main or minor. You can use the first point of view, I. 4. Make sure to add your own point of view or opinion while narrating the events. 5. You can use direct and indirect speech in the narrative essay. Make sure to add quotations when using direct speech. Let's read the topic of the narrative essay you're supposed to write. Imagine you can travel back in time to have a conversation with a famous scientist. Explain the effects of his or her scientific contributions have had on life in the present. What would this person's reaction be, and what kind of questions would he or she ask? Your essay should have a title and include a thesis statement in the introduction, sentence in each body paragraph in addition to relevant, supportive and sufficient details. Your essay should be between 150 and 200 words. Now, think of the scientist you want to choose to travel by time machine to meet. Scientists that you could meet: Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Alessandro Volta, Galileo Galilei, Friedrich Nietzsche. What to do? Imagine that you traveled by time machine and met one of those scientists. What information to include? 1. You have to think of the thesis statement or the message you want to deliver after meeting this scientist. It could be on how the scientist's invention or discovery left an impact on our lives today, positively or negatively. 2. You can include a conversation with that scientist and you can tell what he was doing during visiting him in his house the past year. 3. To know what questions to ask the scientist and to describe him while meeting him, you can make a little search on the internet about that scientist. 4. Remember always that you are narrating a story on meeting this scientist for serving certain thesis or message you want to deliver. 5. You can add your opinion about each important event acted by the scientist or quote said by him. Fill in the graphic organizer before going through your narrative essay. It all depends on your imagination and creation, so Be creative.